Good morning, students. In the previous class, we defined photosynthesis, and we also came to know that how the photosynthesis occurs in plants and which are the factors responsible to carry out photosynthesis, and also about the end products of photosynthesis. In today's class, let's try to know about how the glucose which is prepared in the leaves of the plant will be used by the plant itself. The glucose which is formed in the leaf very rapidly during photosynthesis, and it cannot be transported to other parts with the same rapidity. So several molecules of glucose join together to form the insoluble starch, which is temporarily stored in most of the stems and the fruits. At night, this starch is reconverted into the soluble sugar called as sucrose. Later on, the sucrose is transported in solution through the veins of a leaf and down through the phloem of the stem. In this way, it gets transported to different parts of a plant, and again where it is reconverted into starch for the storage. Now, how this glucose is used by the animals? We know that photosynthesis is a major process which provides food for all living organisms. Plants prepare their own food by photosynthesis, and the plants in turn are eaten by the animals. They are called as heterotrophic animals. Oxygen for respiration will be provided during the photosynthesis process. All the free oxygen in the atmospheric air, which is the result of photosynthesis. We know that it is impossible for a single animal to survive without oxygen. So oxygen is very much necessary for the respiration process. Even the plant use the same oxygen for their own respiration in the dark reaction. Now let's try to focus on the respiration. We know that plants require a constant supply of energy for all the different processes that go on inside the cells of a plant body. Energy is required for the growth of a plant, for root cells to penetrate to the soil and to absorb water and minerals, and many other activities are carried out with the help of energy. Now, the question is, where does a plant get this energy from? As you have learnt earlier, energy is obtained by all living things through a process called respiration. Let's define respiration. Respiration is the process in which the glucose is broken down to release energy. Energy liberated during the respiration is in the form of heat, but the large form of it is converted into a chemical energy called as ATP, that can be abbreviated as adenosine triphosphate. Let's know about the different types of respiration. There are two types of respiration: aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is a type of respiration that utilizes oxygen for the survival, whereas anaerobic respiration is a type of respiration that does not require the utilization of oxygen. Let's study in detail about the aerobic respiration. Usually, aerobic respiration, in such process, oxygen is utilized to break down the food and to get energy. In aerobic respiration, the glucose is completely oxidized to carbon dioxide, water, and energy. The equation can be represented as glucose plus oxygen in the presence of certain enzyme converted into carbon dioxide plus water with the liberation of 38 ATP molecules. In case of anaerobic respiration, it can be seen usually in the parasites. Parasites are the organisms which require host for the survival. And also it can be seen in the microorganisms like the yeast and most of the bacteria. In case of anaerobic respiration, glucose is partially broken down. For example, the equation can be represented as glucose in the presence of the enzyme gets converted into ethanol, carbon dioxide with the liberation of 2 ATP molecules. In anaerobic respiration, the food is broken down into ethanol in plants and carbon dioxide. but the energy given out is very less, that is only 2 molecules of ATP. This is about the aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Let's know about the mechanism of respiration which takes place in the plants. The process of respiration in plants includes the following steps. In the first step, absorption of oxygen from the atmosphere, and these absorbed oxygen combines with the glucose and release carbon dioxide and water as a end products. Let us know comparisons between respiration and photosynthesis. Food is synthesized in photosynthesis. The same food is broken down in type of respiration. Here, photosynthesis, oxygen is released as a byproduct, but here carbon dioxide is released as a byproduct. And photosynthesis occurs in all the plants which contains chlorophyll, whereas respiration occurs in the cells of both plants and animals. Photosynthesis occurs only during the daytime and respiration occurs both during the day and the night. During night too, respiration continues in the plants. There is some truth in the belief that one should not sleep under the trees at night. This is because plants will take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide since no photosynthesis is carried out in the night time. So, as we expel out carbon dioxide, one should not sleep under the trees at night. But sleeping under the tree during hot midday is good, as one gets both the oxygen due to photosynthesis and also the coolness due to transpiration. This is all about the two important mechanisms which takes place in plants, that is photosynthesis and respiration. Thank you. Have a nice day.